Do you want to create cozy, inviting spaces for your family and friends to gather outdoors this summer? Well, I've created a space that I am just so happy about. I can't wait to share with you. I'm going to show you this spot down by the river that has been severely neglected. It was affected by recent floods and it needed a lot of help. I'm going to show you how I pulled it all together, how I decorated and how I don't decorate. My number one tip for hospitality when you are wanting to create a space where people feel comfortable, my Facebook Marketplace finds, and also a new addition to our family. Welcome to the Peaceful Home. It is such a pleasure to have you here. I'm Teresa. This is our 9th anniversary of being here at the ranch. That means we are going into our 10th summer, which I can't believe. We have loved gathering on the beach. We play in the river all summer long. Hi. I didn't think she'd make an appearance this soon, but here's our new addition. Isn't she adorable? I wish you could see her like blue, green, gray eyes. They are so cute. This is only her 3rd day with us, and she is just the sweetest thing. We also don't have a name for her, so if you have any name suggestions, you can leave those in the comments. We're probably going to get some interesting ideas from the grandkids. Let me tell you what I started with. We've got really great sand on the beach, but most of the area back here is decomposed granite. It is hard, there are rocks, there are tons of weeds. We've used some kind of easy up, pop-up shade structure every year. But because we leave it up all year, they disintegrate, and we're buying a new one every year, which is a little rough on the budget. So we decided to invest in something more long-term. We got the largest gazebo that we could fit in between large rocks from Amazon and put that up last year. And it was great to have it, but it was not at all inviting. All we had was this couch that I made years ago. It needs a refresh too. I had found these blue cushions at a thrift store and thought I could build a 2x4 couch that would fit them, and that would be perfect. So we had this couch, I had some aluminum mesh chairs, and that was it. It was not inviting at all. We also had a ton of debris on the hill behind me. Now, we had a significant flood 3 years ago. I am not that far from the river, which is really more of a creek by most standards. The water came all the way up here, past me. What it did was uncover these huge rocks because it took so much soil away. And in fact, you can see the tree behind me. There's a fig tree. It looks like a hot mess right now because broken pieces have been cut off, but it's still thriving. But what you're seeing is the top of the root structure because it took so much soil. It also brought down a ton of debris. And so there's a fence post here still encased in cement that came from our pasture upriver. And it got lodged in here. As I began to rake layer after layer, we just found so many interesting things. Bent pipes and barbed wire and old tiles, and we find hats, balls. We found a door to a safe. A lot of interesting things. I won't give you the whole list. But the worst, I think, was the layers of rock. Because it was so much. I would think that I was getting down to it and I'd hit a rock and then it was just all this rubble and more debris. And so pulling all that out was quite a job, but got it done. It still needs a lot of work. My goal in the future is to complete this, maybe put down some landscape cloth and some large rocks and do some plantings, and I think that will look so nice. But it is what it is for today. I did have a bamboo chair down here that's part of a set from my grandparents. So I decided to bring the love seat down also. The cushions were shot, over 10 years old, and they needed to go. I had been thrifting for months looking for cushions, did not find anything. So good old Amazon, I was able to order the cheapest set I could find, and they're perfect. I'm very happy with them. So my number one tip for making the outdoors cozy is to treat it like it's indoors. Have a rug, have real furniture, assuming you have a cover. Last night when I finished up, I put one of the folding tables out, and this morning I came down and it's covered in bird poop. So I need to not have that out. It needs to be brought out when we need it, and just keep things under the gazebo. Outdoor furniture tends to have a very sterile feel. It's usually metal, plastic, hard lines. It just doesn't feel cozy. I searched on Facebook Marketplace for weeks, looking to see if there was any other furniture I might bring in, but in particular for end tables next to the couch and a coffee table. And I wanted one large enough that it could kind of double as a dining table, maybe a little higher than normal, and big enough that people can set all their things on it. A new listing came up for a set, a coffee table and 2 end tables in my price range, a little bit on the upper range. I did end up talking them down, so then it was in my budget. Now they're not perfect. I do wish that they were a little lighter in color, just because of the sand and the light colored dirt here. I know it's going to show more of that than I'd like, but other than that, they are sturdy. They are rustic. They are the perfect look. You don't want anything too precious in your outdoor spaces. They take a beating, they really do. This is why I always look for secondhand finds. Now, when it came to decorating, I pulled out my 4th of July bin. I knew that I wanted to infuse a lot of summer color, and red, white, and blue is perfect, if you're in the USA, of course. Here is my second tip for creating cozy, inviting spaces. When you are wanting to show hospitality and someone comes in and they can't even find a space to put a plate, a jacket, a pair of sunglasses, you have cluttered up your space. The key is just enough. So I put a couple of decor pieces on each of the end tables, but absolutely nothing on the coffee table. I left it totally bare. And this is because it's probably going to have cups and hats and plates. And it needed to be sturdy and a little worn and used, because kids are going to be sitting on this table in wet bathing suits. I absolutely know it. The last thing you want to do when you have guests over is to be fussing over your stuff. I always want a space that is very kid-friendly. I also knew that I wanted to use the pennant flags that I made for my porch last summer. I'll link that video below. I loved having them on my porch, but I knew they would be perfect down here. Just the right amount of color and just fun for summer. I wanted it to look like every day was a party. Now, normally, that tip of bringing the inside out to make your space cozy, I really prefer to have regular fabrics, fabric tablecloths, fabric pillows. But in this case, I did order some outdoor pillows. You know, they kind of have that scratchy, water-resistant feel, but that's practical. It really is. I cannot be down here wiping every single fabric surface. It also means, probably for the first time ever, I bought a plastic tablecloth. I did buy actual plastic ones, you know, with that felt backing, for the dining tables, because again, they're not going to be under the gazebo. They're going to get dirty, and they need to be just wiped down quickly. And so I can't be fussy about that. I found an outdoor tablecloth with a zipper so it could go around the umbrella for our picnic table. It's cute, even though it's not linen. Don't laugh at me. I know I'm being kind of funny, but you know, you do need to accommodate for guests, for children, for the fact that you're outdoors. The blankets and quilts I used can all be washed. They can all be dusted off. I'm not worried about those either. Let's take a look and see how it turned out. What are your best tips for creating welcoming, inviting spaces for your family and friends that are visiting? Let me know in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. And I would love it if you would subscribe if you haven't. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, I know this is very common, but the majority of people who watch regularly are not subscribed. And this is the way that YouTube looks to see if my channel is worth being on their platform. I hope you will create a cozy space of your own, a space where you can relax, where you can be at peace, and a space where you can welcome others. Thank you for joining me today on The Peaceful Home. Happy summer.